You know the scene, right? A dark and stormy night, a body in a room that's locked from the inside, and a puzzle that seems, well, impossible. So in this explainer, we're going to deconstruct what was supposed to be the perfect murder, and we're going to follow every last clue that brought the whole thing crashing down.
Our story kicks off at 2:15 in the morning. We're at an old Haveli on the outskirts of Mumbai. And hey, this isn't just some moody scene setting. That rain, it's the first real obstacle. It's washing away literally every potential clue, making this an almost impossible job for our detective Arjun Rao.
All right, so here's the setup. We are looking at a classic textbook locked room mystery. It's the kind of thing designed to make you think, how is that even possible? You've got a body, but there's just no way in and no way out. And at the heart of this whole thing is our victim, Rakesh Mehta. You know the type, a super wealthy businessman, powerful, influential. He's the kind of guy who definitely has enemies, but the crime scene, well, it tells a much quieter and much weirder story. He's found in the one place he should have been the safest, his own study. This tells you right away, this wasn't some random break-in. No, this was personal. His private sanctuary was turned into his tomb. And this is where it gets really strange. The windows are locked tight, the door is bolted from the inside. And Mehta himself, no defensive wounds, no sign of a fight at all. It's almost as if he just laid down and died. But of course, Detective Rao knows better. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's what's racing through Detective Rao's mind, and I'm betting it's on your mind too. Right now, a ghost is looking like the top suspect, and until that puzzle is solved, this case is going nowhere. But here's the thing about a perfect crime scene. It's never actually perfect. See, no matter how smart a killer thinks they always leave something behind. Tiny little threads just waiting for a keen eye to come along and start pulling. And Rao's process starts by noticing the stuff everyone else misses. First up, a small shoe print, something the rain just couldn't quite wash away. Then there's the room itself. It feels staged, you know? It's too tidy, which is always a red flag. And finally, the detail that changes everything. One single family portrait, hanging just a little bit crooked. A tiny flaw in a room that's otherwise perfect. Every investigation needs a witness, but here, we've only got one, the victim's wife. And her statement is so simple it's almost suspicious. All she says is she heard a thud. That's it. It's a statement that seems to say nothing, but its vagueness, it says a whole lot. Detective Rao, he trusts his gut, and that tilted portrait is just bugging him. So he walks over, gives it a little nudge to straighten it, and click. Just like that, a piece of the wall opens up. He's found a hidden compartment. This is the first real break in the case. And what's inside? The silent witness, a small hidden camera. But here's the real kicker, the most important detail of all. That tiny red light, it's still blinking. It was recording this whole time. This room has a story to tell, and he's about to hear it. Okay, this is the turning point. Now, you'd think a secret camera gives you all the answers, right? But in this case, the footage shows you one thing, a carefully crafted lie, while the real truth is hiding where the killer never ever thought to look. So, Rao connects the camera to his tablet. The screen flickers on, and the last moments in that study start to play out. So what did this silent witness actually see? And boom, there it is. Looks like an open and shut case. The footage shows this furious argument between Rakesh and his brother, Vikram. They're screaming about money, some secret account, so we've got a suspect, a motive, and video evidence. Case closed, right? Not so fast. Come on, you know it's never that easy. A great detective doesn't just look at the main event. They scan the edges, shadows, the background. And that is exactly where Rao spots the tiny detail that blows this whole thing wide open. This was the killer's one huge mistake. They focused so much on the action, they completely forgot about the set. In the polished glass of a display cabinet, there's this faint but clear reflection. It's the wife, just standing there silently, behind the door, watching the whole argument she set up. That one single reflection just flips the entire case on its head. The brother wasn't the killer at all. He was the fall guy. He was the patsy. Now that Rao has this new piece of the puzzle, he can finally connect all the dots and see the real cold-blooded plot for what it is. So let's look at the motive. What the camera wanted us to believe was a story about brotherly greed over some secret account. But the real motive, it was far more personal. See, the wife had been forging her husband's signatures, and he was just about to expose her. That whole argument was just a cover story. So how'd she do it without a struggle? It was simple and really sinister. After she planted the camera and staged that argument, she just turned off the lights and, in the dark, gave him a fatal dose of insulin. A silent, clean, and almost untraceable murder weapon. So let's just break it all down. The deception was meant to frame the brother, Vikram, over a business fight. The reality, the wife was just trying to hide her own forgery. The weapon wasn't some big mystery, it was a simple injection. And her critical mistake wasn't the scene she recorded for everyone to see, but the one she didn't realize was being captured, her own reflection. So, after unraveling this whole incredibly intricate plot, what's the big lesson here? What do we take away from all this? Well, it's not just about solving a crime. It's about a fundamental truth you find in any investigation. And that's Detective Rao's final thought. The victim, he couldn't tell his story, but the room told it for him. It's just a powerful reminder that the more someone tries to control a story, the more of themselves they accidentally leave behind. No crime is ever truly silent. You just have to know how to listen to the walls.